Hi everybody, thank you for being here. I hope everyone is well. So today I am going to do a reading on Savanah Soto. For those who don't know, she went missing when she missed an appointment to be induced on December the 23rd in San Antonio, Texas. She was just found deceased in the car with her boyfriend Matthew Guerra. I could be saying that wrong, I apologize. So this reading is going to be about what happened to her and her boyfriend. I did do a reading beforehand, and I did come to the conclusion that her boyfriend is the reason. But the feeling I got was that he didn't kill her, but he was definitely the reason. So, of course, I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck like I always do. The waiting game. The feeling that I get is that this death is money related. So the waiting game. I'm not exactly sure how that fits, but I think we will find out. So I'm going to shuffle and we'll get started. To be perfectly honest, the feeling that I got in the first reading was that there was an issue with missing money. And the solution, because of the child, was to, I keep hearing make amends or fix the problem. But I feel like the problem was not fixable. The feeling I get is like the father, Matthew, came up with an idea to fix what he had done and found out that it was not fixable, and they both ended up in trouble. Harmony in reverse and the waiting game. Yeah, it's like we're waiting for a relationship to go sideways. But the feeling that I get is like it's not their relationship. Fulfillment of wishes and obstacles and challenges. Yeah, the feeling I get is like he came up with a plan, but the solution was not ideal, was not accepted. The feeling that I get is like a debt. The feeling that I'm getting is like I have part of the money, but not all of the money. And the feeling I get is like I'll give you what I have, which I feel like was taken, and then the rest of the debt was resolved with their lives being taken. And I also felt like what happened was like a sign, like a message that like it doesn't matter who you are. You could be pregnant, you could be a woman, you know what I mean? You could be a it doesn't matter who you are. If you do not pay your debts, this is the outcome. That's the feeling I got when I did my first reading on the situation. Like I feel like that's why they were that's why they were out in the open, like in the car. Material and spiritual prosperity in reverse, and trapped in fear. Yeah, like we don't have the money. What are we gonna do? Just like felt like that's what Savanah was saying to him. We don't have the money. What are we gonna do? So why did she miss her appointment though? The feeling I get is like she didn't want to leave him. Like she was scared of what was going to happen to him. Because the feeling I get is like she could have went to her appointment without him, but she wanted to stay with him. Financial and material changes in reverse. Recognition and reward. Yeah, like I feel like the two of them knew that's, something bad was going to happen to them. They tried to fix it again, but they couldn't. They couldn't come up with the money. Firm foundation in reverse. Again, financial and material changes. Firm foundation. Yeah, like no money, in no way to make the money. They were stuck in a hole. Discontent and boredom in reverse. Again, financial and material changes. They tried. And I feel like, the feeling I get is like they were given an opportunity to pay off whatever this debt was, and they couldn't come up with the money. Okay, let's pull. And the feeling I get is Savanah could have gone to her appointment, but she chose to stay with him because she was scared of what was going to happen to him. Accelerated motion. It was too fast. It's an interesting picture. The feeling I get is that she died fast. Like if you look at this picture, like at her belly, it almost looks like a pregnant woman. It's like she left fast. She did not suffer authority. The feeling I get is they owed money and were killed because they couldn't pay their debt. And I feel like what happened to them was sudden. I feel like they may have been trying to run and were accosted, and she died fast. But it was like, the feeling I get is like an ambush. Not ambushed, but like, because I feel like they knew it was coming, but it was like they didn't think it was going to happen at that moment. And I feel like they were trying to run. Trying to run. They were trying to get away. Third eye. Someone saw them. I think there was some sort of like keep an eye out for these two, and someone saw them trying to run and reported it to whoever was in charge. And that person got the, I guess, I feel like I want to say got the jump on them. Wisdom. Yeah, someone saw them and basically ratted them out to whoever whoever they owed money to. Prosperity begins. I would imagine that if they inside the car excuse me if I sound wheezy, inside the car was luggage, or like they had packed their belongings. They were in the process of trying to run. They were trying, the idea was that they were going to try and start a new life somewhere else. Intuition. The feeling I get from this car is like, even though they were trying to run, it was like too many people knew them. Like, it's almost, the feeling I get is like, we are trying to run, but we know we're going to get caught. We know we're not going to get far because too many people know who we are. I feel like wherever they lived, they were like popular or well known. And one, yeah. It's like they couldn't run without being seen. And they knew that. This card makes me feel like they knew that. But it was like they were going to give it their best shot. Base chakra. The feeling I get from this card is like, the feeling I get is like we know we're doing wrong, and we know this is gonna happen. The feeling I get is like they knew they were gonna die. They received some kind of like information. Someone told them, like, you guys are in serious trouble. Like, they're after you. Some sort of authority. I'm wondering if they were, like, gang affiliated or something like that. But the feeling that I get is like this is not their death was not a surprise to them. They knew it was coming, and they knew that the outcome of what they were doing could potentially lead to death. But they did try to run. Someone saw them and reported back. Yeah, victory and success. They tried to run, hoping for a new life, hoping to be successful. Triumphant success. The feeling I get, it was like someone knew where they were. There's someone in their camp that is, I think, was like playing, what's it called when you play both sides? It was like a double agent. Someone I feel like that was their friend, they thought was their friend, ratted them out. Someone saw them and knew where they were going to go based on past behavior. So the feeling I get is like wherever they were killed was some place that they frequented. I'm not sure that's where their car was actually found, so there may be evidence in the car of another driver, but the feeling I get is that they were killed in a place that they frequented. They tried to run, but someone in their camp knew where they were going to go and saw them and reported them. And that person was right. They went exactly where they thought they were going to go. They went to, I feel like they went somewhere they thought they were going to be safe, and they weren't safe. Destiny, yeah. They knew this was going to happen to them. From the beginning, I think. It feels like from the beginning. Whatever they were involved in, particularly the boyfriend, there's like an unwritten rule. You do this, this happens. And they knew. So I feel like when they didn't come up with the money, they knew their death was going to be the outcome. That's the way it works. Yeah, for sure. Choose wisely. Yeah. They tried to run. But wherever they chose to go was not a safe place, but I think they thought it was safe. Conflict and defeat. Yeah. Someone saw them because they knew that's where they would go first or eventually, and that's when a conflict occurred, and that's how they ended up dead. Harmony. Oh, it's almost like there was like a feeling like, well, we're in this together. Like, we do this together. If we die together, then so be it. But they knew they were gonna die. That's why they tried to run. But they ran to the wrong place. So I would like, if I were law enforcement, I think I would, the cell phones I think are gonna be key. They went somewhere they thought they were gonna be safe. So I would, whoever they were like in contact with on a regular basis before this crime, I think is involved as far as telling their whereabouts. Someone close, it's definitely someone close to them. It's whoever knew like their hiding place. So the only person that would know what they would consider to be a safe hiding place is someone that is very close to them. Like an example would be like, my aunt has a cabin in the woods. The only people that know about this cabin are my best friend. It's like that. It's like a place that only someone who is close to them knows exists. And that's also where they're gonna find like a struggle, some sort of evidence. Fulfillment of wishes. Yeah. Poor thing. They tried to run. Power. But they were overpowered by basically by knowledge of their routine, their inner secret activities. Solar plexus chakra. And, material harvest. They ran thinking that they were going to be okay. I think maybe that was the plan. Like, the boyfriend came up with a plan, and I think maybe it was to run. And he may have taken someone else. Like, this makes me feel like he may have taken whatever money he did have for a new start. Okay, so what I'm feeling is like, we have this debt, we don't have enough money, we're gonna get harmed because of this, let's just run with what we got. Look at that. Partnerships and alliances. We run, but someone sees us. Because even though we're going to a secret spot that no one knows about, someone does know. In our group. The person that we owe the money to, someone that is their ally, reports us. And that's where they find us, and that's where the problem happens. The conflict and defeat. Spiritual strength. Yeah, like in this bottom row is like they knew, the two of them, Savanah and Matthew, that this was going to be the outcome, because this is the way it is. This is how it works. I just heard fronted. You get fronted, and then you're required to pay the debt. If you don't, then you get hurt or worse. But these two, particularly the boyfriend, thought he was capable and also invincible. The feeling I get is that Savanah could have went to her appointment and been fine. But she chose to stay with the boyfriend and go on the run. I just heard there are multiple players in this situation. This is not, the feeling I get is like this is not a one-person deal. There are multiple people involved in this. But I feel like the clue that's coming through this is that these two had some sort of place that was considered to be like a secret. So very few people know about this place. So whoever ratted them out is a person that knows about this place that they went to. I feel like that's something that can be discovered by the law enforcement. Like I feel like they're gonna be able to figure out who knew about this secret place. And I feel like I just heard off the beaten path. It's not somewhere that they went to often. So it wasn't known by their close acquaintances. It was something that only best friends knew about, or only close family members knew about. The feeling that I get is maybe the family was trying to hide them and someone ratted them out. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the reading here, but I feel like their deaths happened so fast. And Savanah in particularly did not suffer. So I'm going to end the reading here, and please let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Bye.